Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell.
And I'm Melody.
Welcome to Live Q&A, and today is December 18th, 2017. All right, so we're gonna take some questions from you guys. As I say with all Q&As, we don't promise to answer everything. In fact, I promise you that we won't answer everything. Well, let's go over some questions. You can ask them to both of us or whatever, and we'll do this for about an hour. So, I'll be right back. I need to shut this door to close off the echo, I think, a little. All right. No real questions yet. Oh, has anyone tried the new Fallout? We have not tried Fallout yet.
Say with all Q&A.
Let's turn that off. All right, I haven't played Fallout. Yeah, we have it, but we haven't played it yet. What's that cool screen saver over your shoulder? That's just a video I put together. We use it as a background for our space games, and so I didn't want there to be a black corner there, so I just grabbed it. That's the first thing I had available, but it's just a video that I made of different space scenes and things. All right. Melody, other than the chef game that you made sure your dad kept, did we keep it?
I kept it.
Oh.
I put it on the shelf.
How many other games? Wait, in there?
In the kids' shelf.
Oh, okay. How many other games do you find yourself keeping that your dad wants to get rid of?
Not many, because we don't really have that much room, even on the kid game shelf. But I made sure we kept Kitchen Rush, because I wanted to play that one again. So.
Which side of the Last Jedi fence are you on? Awesome or terrible? I'll let you go first.
I really liked it. Like, I didn't like it as much as my dad did. I thought it was cool, but some parts it was like a little boring. But in the movie in its like entirety, it was really, really cool. So.
Yeah, I love the movie. And here's the deal. Regardless of everything else, regardless of whether you like it or don't like it, and honestly, this is one of those times where I'm just mind-boggled that people don't like it. I don't know what people want. Before they made episode 7, people said, that's more of the same. They made episode 8. People are like, it's too different. But, and I know you can send me a long list of reasons why you don't like it. The fact is, I have yet to meet anyone under the age of 18 who does not like it. Kids love it. And I would bet hard money that anyone who doesn't like it, had they seen it as a kid, they would have also loved it. And I'm excited about that. A new generation is enjoying Star Wars. So whether you hate it, if you hate it, that's fine. But hopefully you can still appreciate the fact that a lot of other people are enjoying it and having a good time. Also, it is an amazingly great movie, period, end of statement. All right, that's Sam's thing. When are we doing a HeroScape battle again? We should. It's so much to set those up. That's the only problem. Will we be doing a Q&A next Monday on Christmas? Yeah, I'll do a Christmas Q&A probably. I'll probably do it at night, you know.
Yeah.
Why not? Great top 10 of the year. I know this was lighter than a lot of what you usually like. Did you not play as many heavier games this year?
Yes, that, and also I don't really remember any heavy games actually being new and exciting.
Well, you played Agra, but you did not think that was exciting.
Yeah, it was okay. I liked the other games more.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a heavier game that you've played. You know, who cares, really? We've not played Gaia Project yet, although that's coming soon. With table presence for games seeming to get larger and larger, do you think tables will have to get larger to accommodate?
Not really. Unless you have a tiny table to begin with, then yes.
Well, the fact is, I mean, if the games are getting bigger and bigger, which I don't know if that's even, is there like some kind of truth to this? Sure, there's big grandiose games, but there were big giant war games. There's some war games that still don't fit on a modern table, so I'm not sure that that's necessarily that games are getting bigger and bigger. How closely do you monitor the Dice Tower's YouTube subscriber count? Looks like it's jumped up a bit over the past couple months. I don't actually, I don't really look at that at all. I actually watch our view count. Like, I watch our view count like a hawk. But I don't watch the subscriber thing. Oh, let's pull up subscribers and look. All right, so in the last 16 days, we gained 2,596 subscribers, and we've lost 522. Because people, they subscribe, and then they're like, way too much content, please. That's what I'm assuming. So let's pull this up for the whole year. Okay, so it looks kind of the same over the whole year, basically. Lost a whole pile of subscribers in June. I don't know what happened there. All right, let's look at it as a monthly thing. So what month do you think I got the most subscribers? Looks like it was in August. We got 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, I don't see any major jumps in it. Actually, January we got the most subscribers in. But that's because of our Kickstarter, I think, and everything.
Oh.
So, who knows? Subscriber doesn't really mean anything, and we want people to actually watch. You want people to actually watch your videos. We're kind of excited because this is the most people who watch the videos in a long time in the past.
Because of all the top 10s?
Yeah, I feel like maybe that's it. Okay. Melody, is Tom forcing you to appear in the Dice Tower, or are you doing it willingly?
Definitely willingly. I actually asked to do this like a couple years ago. And
A couple of years?
Yeah, to like actually do the whole Dice Tower thing. Remember? I asked you at the beginning of summer. Like for a job type thing.
No. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. No, if you notice, not all my kids appear on Dice Tower videos because they don't want to. Not always, right? So if they don't want to, then they're not on the videos as much. That's fine. How do you feel about the 13th Doctor? We haven't seen her yet.
I haven't yet, so I'm still trying to catch up on the other one.
Saw the review of Wizwar you did back in 2012. How does Melody influence your views? I don't know if she influences my views. I mean, I take into account what she thinks, right? But I don't know that if she likes a game, it's not going to suddenly make me like it. What's your favorite game to play with your dad?
Any game, mainly. That's not a bad game. But even the bad games aren't too bad.
We do play some bad games, right? For sure.
No, meaning like playing them with you, because you can like make the bad situations not as terrible.
Well, we're usually making fun of the game when it's bad when we play it. Tom, are you sad that you raised a Eurogamer? Says Isathel. No, I don't care. I'm glad she likes games. But again, I keep saying this, okay? I'm glad Melody likes games, and I think she's a great gamer. But if she hated games, it wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't be upset. Like Amy, my second daughter, she only plays party games and maybe a game once in a while, some other game. She doesn't really care about games. I don't like her less because of that. It's not a big deal. I'm not upset that she doesn't like games. She likes other stuff. I'm
slightly upset because she's like the only person I can do like a go-to. Play a game with me. Nope, I don't want to. Okay.
Yeah, right. I mean, Holly likes games more than Amy does for sure, I think. How does it feel to get to spend so much time with your dad, daughter at work? I don't really spend time with my dad. You better not have a daughter. I don't mind it. I mean, I actually like it. That's why I do it. Because I'm not, well, I used to work from home, so I was at home all the time. Now I work here at the studio, and so I don't see the family as much. So bringing a kid to work lets me see them. And we also get to talk and do more stuff together than we would normally do. They usually get better lunches out of the deal.
That's true. And less cleaning. Well, cleaning food.
What are you planning on majoring in college?
Child education, like 1st grade, 5th grade. So, hey.
Can you recommend any board game magazines available for subscription? There's a few. There's Spielworks, I think. The fact is, I don't really recommend board game magazines. Oh, there's a Casual Insider. They're fine. I mean, you can get them and you enjoy them if you want to sit around and carry a physical thing. I'm just kind of all reading internet stuff about games. The magazine's well, and there's some really nice, well-done research things. Casual Game Insider does a good job. But I guess that would be my recommendation. But I don't know that magazines feel slightly dated at this point. Let's see. Tom, my girlfriend and I are going to Dice Tower Con in July. If you had to pick a game to play with 2 fans at the convention, what would you pick so I know to bring it? I'm not answering that. That's too. It all depends what I'm doing at that point in time. You're going to Dice Tower Con this year, right?
Yes.
Finally. She skipped 2 years in a row. Not skipped. She was on missions trip.
That's just because of bad timing.
Hey, my timing's always the same.
Yeah. Well, so is theirs.
Good point. But anyway, she'll be there this year. So maybe you can play a game with Melody. What's our favorite game that we played together this year? What was your what were some of your top 10s?
Like there's Charterstone, which was more of a group thing.
That was fun.
I think all the other games was also a group thing.
I know what for me. It was when we won at Ghost Stories.
Oh yeah, that was like an awesome moment.
Yeah, because we thought we were going to lose. We almost quit the game like 200 minutes in. We're like, oh, let's restart. And then we won. That was a very...
Barely.
And you can see that game live. That was a good time. What game do you love that your father hates?
I can't really think of any. Like there was a time when I kind of liked Munchkin for a bit, but I didn't love it. It was okay.
What's your favorite dessert and what makes it better than your dad's favorite dessert?
Mine is fudge. I really like fudge.
Fudge is better than key lime pie? If you want, I have a whole pile of fudge at home that you can have.
I don't know. I still like
Jan
fudge.
gave me a pile of fudge, so I'm not eating any because I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost 10 pounds, so there's that. Yeah, eating fudge. I will break my rule, though, on New Year's Eve, and I'm going to eat some key lime pie. And in fact, when we're done with this Q&A,
I'm going to buy key
we're
lime.
going home to order the key lime pie. Tell people that I'm right about this key lime pie. Isn't that like the best in the world?
Yes.
What flavor is your favorite?
What was it? Like pomegranate? No, it wasn't pomegranate. It was a different passion fruit. That's the one. I really like the passion fruit one.
I wonder if I can get her to make a passion fruit with chocolate chip.
Chocolate chips don't really add anything. You can just get chocolate chips and put them on top.
It's not the same as being in the pie. It just isn't. Yeah, it kind of is. All right. Do you think you'll be doing a top 100 games of all time next year?
Depends if I can.
Well, if we do, we better do it.
Or at least like the beginning of next year.
Sooner rather than later. Maybe Melly will record a segment, Games at College, and send it to me. What's your top 3 Marvel Legendary expansions? Wow. X-Men, Noir, and Fantastic Four. Maybe.
I'll let him do that one because I don't really remember them as separate expansions. Ooh.
Vanessa just made Christmas cookies. All right. Melody wants the recharge pack for Charterstone. Actually, I want to get the recharge pack because I want to build a really cool Charterstone game. Like, that doesn't have any of the, well, okay, so, yes. Try not to spoil it. Can you comment on the rumors that there's an annual meeting of designers and industry executives where they decide on the next big thing in gaming? Oh, yes, I'm sure. That's a secret meeting we all go to. It's very, very, very fun because they have key lime pie. What's it like to not be able to smell? Are you afraid of gas leaks or anything? So to clarify, Melody was injured as a young child, and so she's not as...
Can't smell.
I thought you said you could smell like a really strong smell?
No, it just, like, I can sense it. Like, it's like Germex. Like, you don't really need to smell it. It's powerful. And
yeah, I don't think that's a smell. That's
yeah.
So, okay.
But, yeah, I've been a little freaked out about, like, smoke and whatnot. But I've actually seen more good sides to not smelling than not smelling, honestly. The only downside to me is when I can't tell if I personally smell bad. And I need someone who's a bit more blunt. Like,
well, your sisters do a good job at that.
They do. But I don't know about much once I leave the family, because I don't really want someone who's too nice enough to tell me if I smell or not. I need to know, because I don't know. Also,
with a baby, you would actually have to check to see if the baby has made a mess, because you won't be able to just tell.
Mm-hmm. Like, I need to be more aware of, like, if I'm cooking something in the kitchen, I need to check on it, like, all the time, just in case if it's not burning.
Oh, you can't smell if something's burning.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I still say that if there's one sense to lose, that's probably the best one. It does change how you like foods, though, because you like foods with really strong flavors and strong textures.
Not oatmeal. And that's another people ask me if I can still taste food. Because I haven't been able to smell since I can remember, I don't know what it was like to actually be able to taste food, so I guess I can.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No, you can taste food because taste and smell, they're linked, but they are not, you don't lose smell, you don't lose taste.
Yeah.
If you have a stuffed nose, you don't suddenly lose your taste. It's the same thing, right? We've all been able to not smell at points with our nose being stuffed or whatever, and you can still taste food. Do you plan to take one of your top 10 games to college to play after long weeks of studying?
I don't know. It depends on how big the game is. Because I would probably bring party games at first, because I don't know if people there are going to be gamers or not. So if they aren't, I would want to introduce them to easier games to teach, because I'm not that good at teaching games. So.
You pay Jason for his work on the cruise, or is it something that is his baby, which is why he runs it? Jason gets paid for what he does, but he also really likes doing it. So, Melody, some people want to know what your favorite books are.
I know what my favorite. One of my favorite book series is At a Time, a series by Nadine something. It starts with a B. But it was a really, really cool series. I don't really have a favorite book, more series, because I like the whole continuation.
Did you read that Paper Magician series?
Yes.
Did you like those?
I really like those. Those are really cool.
What was that called? Paper Magician?
Yeah.
I don't remember what the next two were called.
The first one was Paper Magician, the next one was Glass Magician, and then the third one was The Master Magician, I think.
I really like that series myself. I thought that was a really cool thing.
And then right now I'm reading one like Werewolf that I found at the library just randomly, and I really like that one too.
Is there a possibility of Melody joining the team once she graduates college, or even during her college career? Well, probably not during her college career, because she'll be out of the house. I don't think so. I mean, if Melody wants to come back, first of all, that's like 4 years from now. Well, 5 years probably, because you're not even in college yet. So who knows where the Dice Tower will be at that point in time. But Melody says she wants to get an education. Teaching games to children. I mean, teaching the children. Have either of you read C.S. Lewis's Space Trilogy, Better Than Narnia, in my book? I actually highly, highly dislike that series. Now, granted, I read it in college. I haven't read it since. But I was like, ooh, wow, he did a space series? It was so boring, so dry, and so few characters. I didn't like it. If you like it, that's fine, but I was not a fan of it. Better Than Narnia. Did you play a lot of games at Dice Tower Cruise, or mostly stay away from gaming?
I kind of did a bit of both, but I didn't play a game with my dad at all the entire cruise, just more with a couple friends that, Mr. Healy's kids, so I did that.
What's your opinion of Cosmic Encounter?
I like it, not as much as my dad, because I'm not as good as bluffing, but I still find it pretty enjoyable, and I love all the different types of aliens that you can play.
What are your favorite Dominion expansions? I don't know that you know which cards come with expansion.
I don't, and I haven't played a Dominion game in a while, so.
What are your top 3 films of all time? That's interesting.
Right now, the only ones I can think of are like all the new Marvel ones that came out. But usually when I watch a movie, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I'll rewatch it, and then after a while I get bored of watching the same movie over and over again.
I watch it one time, then twice. All right. Do you have any, let's see. Have you played Gloomhaven?
No.
No. I wonder if you'd like it or not. What's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I like the cartoon versions more.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, my kids really like watching the Justice League cartoons, all the different variations of
I
them.
grew up watching Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
That Batman, I thought you were talking about the new Justice League Batman.
No.
He's kind of grumpy. What's the best Christmas gift you've gotten for each other?
I helped get that jukebox thing.
You like that? Yeah, okay, that was good.
And mine? I don't know. Like the phone was like that was a big one, but I don't know.
What are some of your favorite board game YouTube channels? Do you even watch board game?
No.
Like, what's your favorite YouTube channel?
Probably GT Live with this shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt for it.
GT Live.
The Game Theory. They like do theories on video games, and they also do movie ones too. And they also.
How'd you get a shirt of it? Where was I when this happened?
It was a gift.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Key lime is better than fudge. It depends on the situation.
What are you talking about?
The key lime is better than fudge. Like,
Okay,
I know
it's
you
always
say-
better.
I don't know. It's just because I don't have fudge as often, and there's so many different types of key lime pie. So the fudge is like I think of like the simple version of key lime pie, and then fudge.
Do you think you could play through Legacy of Dragonhold a second time? Possibly, but I don't know that we're going to get a first time play of it. We're going to play it live again. We're hoping to get a playthrough tomorrow. Depends on everything that's going on, but we'll
I can
see.
answer that question there.
Where?
This one. Would you ever play Monopoly, Clue, or Game of Life ever again? Depends on who I'm playing with. Maybe not Clue or even Monopoly. It has to be like a fun version of Monopoly. But Game of Life I play with friends every once in a while just because we think it's like fun and random. It's like a filler, kind of.
Why no boom at the end of the top 10, says people.
I've read so many comments on that, on the video, and that's mainly because I was so nervous and I kind of forgot and I just kind of rambled until the end. I was just like, bye. So that's why.
Did you read the new Thrawn book this year? No, I didn't. I haven't read any Star Wars books in a while. I have to figure out, like, is a new Thrawn book? Oh, it's a prequel, I think. That's right. I might read that then. We'll see. The EU, I haven't been part of the expanded universe in a long time. I haven't read it for like the last 8-9 years. I kept up with it for a while, and then it just got really confusing and stuff. But I mean, and now it's like obsolete by the movies. Not that I care. I mean, it doesn't make those books go away. I still enjoyed them, but What's your favorite Narnia book? Oh, probably A Boy and His Horse, or the last one. I really like the final one, but The Boy and His Horse I really enjoyed.
I haven't read all of them. I'm trying to because we got that really big, thick Narnia book.
Oh, you read through that yet?
No. But that's because I'll read it and then get distracted by other books, and then I'll go back to it a bit and then reread some because I forget. I don't know.
Is there coming some Dice Tower cruise vlogging? Yes, eventually. We haven't got the videos yet from Jason, so we should get those soon. How does the new Miami Cool Stuff store compare to the Hollywood one? Have you been to the new one yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Once.
It's a little smaller.
Mm-hmm. And it's closer.
It's closer. That's what matters to us, right? It's closer. It's a lot. I mean, the other one's an hour away. It's okay to go to a store that's an hour away, but it's just a long trip. And at night, when you're playing, it's like
when you're tired, you don't want to
go
drive.
home. You're like, oh, it's an hour. You better go home. Now we're 25 minutes away. That's less than an hour. Yeah. And also, the new place is the eating options around it are really good. I'm slowly but surely checking them all out. Melody, is your father a good cook or just for shows? What does that mean?
I think you show off, apparently.
Maybe they mean like board game breakfast or something.
He's a good cook. We always enjoy whenever he makes salsa or stew or grilling food. Thanksgiving.
I just like, oh, Christmas is coming. That's me again, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I'll be doing for Christmas is getting some seafood. I wonder if I should do that today before it gets too crowded. When we're done here, we'll call Momo and see if she has time for us to go up and get that. Because we're getting shrimp for Christmas. That's our big thing. And we get like the biggest shrimp we can find. It's like special. So like shrimp this big.
I shrink to like this big.
Yeah, well they always shrink down. But you know what? The fact is when it comes to shrimp, bigger really tastes better. I really think so. Because those little shrimp that you put in salads, they don't have that much flavor. Even a big shrimp, if you cut it up, those really big shrimps are better than lobster, I think. I don't know.
Also depends on how you cook it.
What's your favorite hobby? Take board gaming out. Oh, I already know the answer to this one.
Reading. Well,
Really?
Well, yeah, because the pixel thing. Because I like doing like little pixel art where I find like images all over the internet, and then I like do it on paper. And I enjoy doing that, but I'd rather read sometimes.
All right. Well, I'm not going to argue about that.
Because for reading, the hobby itself doesn't die. Because for the pixel art, sometimes I'll like get really into it, and then other times I'm just like, I'm not in the mood. I'm never not in the mood to read.
How do you feel about Melody stealing the show during this Q&A? Well, she's not here all the time, so I would assume most of the questions were for her.
I'm usually here all the time, just
A
in the
second
background.
request for Melody at Twilight Imperium 4. I don't know if you would like Twilight Imperium. You like bigger games, but I don't know if you like big war games.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
What are your all-time favorite Christmas carols? Any love for In the Bleak Midwinter?
I don't know.
Is that the In the Bleak Midwinter?
I don't like songs like that. I like the upbeat ones.
Oh, sorry. Who's Matt Pat?
The guy who does GT Live. And no, he's married. And no, I don't have a crush on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have read all that information, but all right.
In the comments, everyone else is reading it.
I had people ask you about Die Hard, but you've never seen Die Hard, I don't think. Key lime pie fudge. Oh yeah, we've definitely had that. There's a lady at church who makes that. It's very good. But you know what? Key lime fudge is still not as good as key lime pie. I'm just clarifying this, okay?
They're just trying to
it's
fuse it
important you get this
together.
correct. What do you think about coming to the Mediterranean for a future Dice Tower cruise? I'd love to, right? There's a lot of problems with that, logistics and things like we take the Dice Tower Con library to the to our cruise ship, and I bring a lot of personal stuff. I brought a good 8 suitcases myself worth of stuff, but I can do that because we drive up. I'm all for it, but it would require someone dedicated putting that together and figuring out how to get a library there. I mean, I think it would be a fantastically cool thing, and I'm certainly open to the idea, but there needs to be the actual person to do it. Have you ever had people recognize you outside for your work on the channel, besides conventions?
There was a time when I went to a camp and I mentioned that they didn't recognize me, but they actually recognized my dad when I said his name, and they're like, oh yeah, I once saw like a video to find like a tutorial for a game, but even though it wasn't them searching for like the reviews and stuff, it was still cool how they recognized you even though they saw one video.
Well, nowadays when we meet people, if you get to know someone, you Google search them. So what do you think about guys you're dating at college or your roommates searching you and finding Dice Tower?
I don't mind, because that's a part of my life. If they don't like it, too bad.
All right. Well, I can live with that answer. All right. Are you still doing any pastoral teaching? I teach one of the adult Sunday school classes at my church each week. In fact, I preached on the cruise in the lounge at the top of the ship. I occasionally preach for Pastor when he's out of town. I occasionally cover Sunday school, his Bible study on Wednesday nights. And I do the kids' Bible Awana study every Wednesday night that I'm in town anyway. Oh, and I do chapel at
he still does a lot, just not as often. It's more scattered. And
what are your favorite Summoner War factions?
Ooh, that elf one, the
Jungle Elves?
Yeah, I really like those.
My faction, you can't like them anymore?
I always play them.
I do really like the Jungle Elves. All right. Other than Dad, who's the biggest gamer in the family? You mean other than Melody and me? Who would be the biggest gamer after us? That's a hard.
Holly?
Maybe Holly, but the 3 other kids will all drop and play a game. If I say you want to play a game.
I think it's Ruby. She continually has to like play games.
Okay. Do you still speak, read, or consume media in Hangul? No, I never actually did read in Hangul or consume media in Hangul. I can pronounce it, but I can't read in it. Lots of people are saying Merry Christmas. That's nice of you. What's your favorite Korean food? That's a good question. They want to know if it's budae-jjigae. Are we having budae-jjigae tonight?
I don't know.
I feel like we might.
Oh, because she did talk about having it earlier.
She talked about making it last week. Budae-jjigae is a Korean soup, which is literally like just throwing the kitchen sink in the soup. But I mean, it starts with a kimchi jjigae, a kimchi soup, and then they put in hot dogs and Spam, which doesn't sound like that great. When you hear it, you're like, I don't know.
Not hot dogs.
Hot dogs and Spam and soup.
It works.
And then tofu and hamburger meat. And we put sausage in ours, and it's so good. And you know what's bad about it? Everyone else likes it. Which means
Even Jimmy does.
I'll be like, let me get some.
It's funny. Jimmy's 3 and he really likes spicy food.
Of course, I shouldn't. Well, I put hot sauce in his mouth when he was little. What is your favorite Christmas song? You never did answer that.
I don't know. Because for me, a favorite Christmas, like maybe Marshmallow World, that one's just fun.
It's the Marshmallow World.
And yeah. I just like more of certain groups than actual songs themselves.
Yeah, well, I really like
Pentatonics. They're cool. I like their songs.
Oh, that's true. Pentatonics is very good. I'm pulling up the Christmas Spotify thing
This
here.
is long. And you pull up the wrong one. That's the copy one.
Oh, yeah.
It's that one.
It's this one. How many songs we got on this one? 348?
I don't even have that many. I don't think I even reached 100 on mine yet.
I have like all the Carpenter stuff. I have Roger Whittaker. I really like his stuff. I like his voice.
And can you play it?
No. Oh, yeah, it's playing it. But.
You muted it because of the YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Try again.
I still can't hear it.
Okay. It's this one. How many songs we got on this one? 348? It's us!
I don't think I even...
Shut it!
Or you can just mute the video there.
All right.
Voices sing, voices pray.
He just has a really good voice to him.
I'll pause before it's the copyright, whatnot.
Oh, I'm forgetting. Okay, let's see.
I like the
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. I like Mel Torme. I think he's good. Who else do we have? A lot of songs from them. I have a lot of Dutch swing college band music because I just like music in swing style, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, what else we got?
I do know what my favorite Christmas
Mannheim Steamroller. They got some really good stuff. Carol of the Bells, of course. But that's like everyone knows that one. And Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox.
They have Christmas songs?
Yeah, they do them in different.
Oh, okay,
They do them in like an other thing. Let's see what else we got here.
I like Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. I found that song this year and I really liked it. I keep playing it on repeat.
Brian Setzer, A Yabba Dabba Christmas. All right. What else we got here? I have a lot of Brian Setzer stuff. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. I have a ton of his stuff for Christmas. Point of Grace. Maxwell Miranda Parsley. That's Catskill Christmas. We have a ton of stuff. Okay, I'm really getting off subject here. People are probably really annoyed. Let's get back to the actual comments. Okay. Big red shrimps in Spain are tastier than those little shrimps you get in the cold Atlantic Ocean. We don't get our shrimp from the cold Atlantic Ocean. We get our shrimp from the warm Gulf of Mexico, baby. We don't eat those shrimp. We get our Gulf shrimp. Gulf shrimp are where it's at, man. Do you miss snow during Christmas?
Sometimes, but also at the same time, it's like cold and like, that'll keep the warm weather. Like snow without the cold part. But then it wouldn't make hot chocolate especially.
Do you read as fast as your father?
No, but I do read faster than most people.
I probably read too fast sometimes, I think. You've spoken about your wish to see, this is to me, a grocery store theme in games. Kitchen Rush has you buying things from stores. Did I like the game from a theme perspective? I really like the game. Mm-hmm. Although I would argue that no one ever says, go to the store and buy meat and only meat. We need bread too. No.
House rule.
One thing, that would make the game a lot easier. If you could buy any 5 foods, I think you would never lose. Is it hard to keep the channel family friendly with so many contributors? No, I'm pretty strict about it, that's all.
I think you meant to say spam.
Oh, he said span is gross. You shouldn't eat span, but spam. You lost me at spam and tofu. Hey, you know what? The fact is, though...
You don't have to have it with that.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't matter. I was never a tofu fan. I'm still not a huge, like if you're like, hey, we'll eat tofu, I'd be like, I don't know.
Tofu's not good by itself, yeah.
And spam, I'm not a big spam fan either. Mm-mm. But in budae-jjigae, it works.
Like hot dogs. Hot dogs are like a normal thing and like you just have it. But when it's in budae-jjigae, it tastes different.
Do you like jambalaya? Yeah, budae-jjigae's better, but I do like jambalaya. Is anyone in your family a vegetarian?
No.
Not in Nevada, although Jimmy could be, I think. No, because he hates vegetables too. Jimmy is a carbohydration.
And don't usually vegetarians have a reason behind why they're vegetarians? Like they don't like animals getting killed?
Well, it depends. No, some people do it because they just don't want to eat meat. How did I end up cheering for a baseball team based in Canada? I just picked the team I liked. I don't really care where they're based. I never was a person like, hey, I'm going to root for the team that's hometown team. I don't care. Have I seen Mel Torme playing the drums that I have not? Melody, what do you hope to get for Christmas? Good. Tell everyone else so they can send it to you.
I have a pretty small list this year. Well, that's also because I don't want as many toys as I did when I was little. What was it that I wanted? Man, I don't even have that much stuff. Like, I want, like, a Batman t-shirt.
I like Know Your List better than you.
And then there is this Wii game that I was really hoping to get, that we used to have, but because we, like, upgraded to, like, a Wii U, we don't, all the Wii games we used to have do not work anymore. But one that I really missed was Super Mario Super Sluggers or something like that. That one was fun.
Oh yeah, with the bats. I remember that game.
We used to have like the big bat thing too. What else was there? Oh yeah, an iWatch, but that's just because I always wear a watch, and this one is not very trusty.
Oh yeah, so an upgrade to a non-trusty watch would be an iWatch. Yes.
Well, whatever.
All right. What do you eat on Christmas morning?
Whatever is Five Nights at Freddy's related.
I just said we eat shrimp for lunch. What do we eat Christmas morning? Do we even eat breakfast? I think yes, we do. I just eat the same breakfast I always eat. Although my wife likes making breakfast a lot, right? It's been a point of contention in our marriage for like 19 years now. But she loves making breakfast, and I don't care one whit about it. So she'll make pancakes and waffles and all sorts of that. And like she loves making pancakes or French toast or waffles. She's not as big on the waffles, right? Like pancakes is her thing usually. And all sorts of stuff. And she loves doing that. So that's probably Christmas breakfast. And I'll eat some fruit and yogurt. Do you guys like the Glenn Miller Orchestra? I do. I just got called Baby by Tom. Who did I call Baby?
No, it's like I like this.
Wait, who did I call Baby?
No, you just add it to the end of your sentence when you're trying to sound.
Oh, because I'm doing that like 60s thing. Hey, baby. All right. Let's see here.
What's my favorite color? Ooh.
Please look up B.E. Taylor Christmas on Spotify. Well, we better type that in now or I'll forget. All right, so we'll do B.E. Taylor.
No, right there.
His most popular song is Mary's Boy Child. All right, well, I'll have to listen to that later, okay? We don't want to get flagged by YouTube. We probably are anyway. Melody, what's your favorite color?
It's dark blue. Like, not like a dark navy blue, but like a darker, like this color.
Royal blue.
And then my second.
The pen is royal blue.
And then my second favorite is black because it goes with like anything. Because it makes other colors pop. I like that.
And what's your favorite color in a game, they ask?
Blue.
Um,
I don't really like the light blue though. Like a sky blue is not as.
How'd you get a Blue Jays hat with a Star Wars logo? That is a good question. But I was in the Blue Jays Stadium watching a Blue Jays game, and they have like 6,000 different hats in their Blue Jays store. And they had a Blue Jays Star Wars hat, and it was like, well, obviously. The only thing that bugged me is that I was not the only person who had bought it because there were other nerds with me. All right, Maddie, I'll let you answer this. I'm tired of answering it myself. What's a theme you'd like to see in games?
I think that's why they asked. They continue. I don't know. I just like more simple themes. Like fantasy world themes, I don't really care much for them because they have like their own type. It's more like the Kitchen Rush. I like that one because it was more, I could actually feel like I was in that theme. So I like themes that I can more like relate to.
This person says the Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii. That would make more sense if we didn't have a Korean Wii. Yeah. That's why, not quite so backwards compatible. Do you both play an instrument?
I used to play the clarinet. I still have the clarinet. I'm just now rusty.
I can play the piano. Are you an Apple fanatic as your father? I'm not an Apple fanatic at all. At all. I mean, I have Apple products. And that's mostly what I get, but that's more for consistency's sake. I like the iPad. It's the iPad that, well, and also the fact, I'll tell you this. Yesterday at our church, there was a cantata that was going on, and I was helping set up. I was running the cameras for it and everything. And the computer, the PC computer, decided to install an update. Didn't give an option. It was like shut down and install the update or restart and install the update. So we restarted, started the update, did the update, like, no. Finally, the update went through, and every file on that computer had been deleted, of personal files. Now, we were able to manage to get them back because we called in the PC wizard to fix everything, but that was such a pain. And I was like, I'm glad I own a Mac, but I'm definitely not a Mac fanatic. I have never stood in line to get a Mac product. I think some of the Mac stuff is silly. I don't care about.
Now to go back to the question asking me if I like Apple stuff. I don't know. I've never actually had anything that wasn't Apple.
Yeah, you have.
What?
She's definitely put virus on PCs before. She just doesn't remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I just. But it's not because, well, I didn't realize if they're Apple or not. I just computer there.
Right. Once you get on the internet, what does it matter what the operating system is? That's how kids are these days. And most kids prefer phone. My kids would not be upset if they had an Android phone or an iPhone. It's all phone, right?
Like Amy keeps talking about how she would like rather a different thing because they have like a better camera, but that's just because she really likes taking pictures. She's like, I don't care about any update as long as they make a better camera. It's like, okay.
Is the whole Dice Tower crew having Christmas together? You know, I went in there to ask them earlier if they want to come to Christmas, and then it got derailed into a thing where I was explaining that Christmas was not actually a day of work, and Derek was like, oh, okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, if I make people work at Christmas, then they would have to call me Scrooge. I mean, that would really be bad.
Which is weird, but you also like Christmas. Scrooge didn't care much for Christmas.
Yeah, but if I made people work on Christmas, I would be Scrooge for sure. Now, even though Scrooge did let Bob Cratchit off for Christmas, but grudgingly.
Yeah.
Why don't you wear a wedding band? Oh, we're having problems, me and Laura. No, I got my wedding band when I was 22, and I was 100 pounds different than I was now. It doesn't fit, and I just keep not getting around to getting it resized. That's a gift you should tell Mama if she get that ring resized. I'd like to. That'd be a good Christmas gift. But yeah, I just have that's all. It's sitting on my desk at home. No other reason. Maybe I should get a necklace. I hate necklaces. I hate jewelry. That's another reason. I hate jewelry. I never wear jewelry. Not that I hate jewelry and other people. That's fine. Just for me personally, like I never wanted a class ring. I never wanted any rings, necklaces, or earrings, or any of that jazz. I don't want any of that stuff. It's for no reason. I just don't like it. Right? It just bugs me. Even when I had my wedding ring for the first, I don't know, year. I was always playing with, always messing with it.
The same thing for mine. I got mine because I went to like a little thing and they're like, oh, get a ring, and I was like, okay. And then for the longest time, I was like, this is not comfortable.
How embarrassing is Tom as a dad? Do you get dad jokes a lot?
I'm one of those people who actually likes corny jokes. Like, if you tell me a bad joke, I will probably laugh at it because I will actually think it's funny. There are some jokes where I'm like, okay, that was a bad joke. Don't do that again. But not often. Also, I'm not that embarrassed by my dad. Not really. I remember back when I was still in school, I would run up to my dad and like give him hugs every time I saw him, and I just never was really that embarrassed.
I can fix this. Amy and Holly are always telling me to be quiet in the store.
Yeah, that's a bit more embarrassing though.
What do I do in the store?
You yell. Not at people, not like angry yell. You just weird.
Just good. I like to shop. It's fun to be there. All right. Run Linux. Okay, come on. No one wants to run Linux because no one knows how to operate it. The Linux people are always like, oh, use Linux. That's fantastic. And when it breaks down, who do I go to for help? Another Linux user? Not going to happen. I'm sure Linux is amazing and fantastic and wonderful, but you know what? It's not widespread, and that's not very useful to me. Also, I have found overall there's a slight snobbery of Apple users, maybe more than Windows users, probably. There's probably a slight, Apple users are like, I would never use Windows. Windows users are kind of like, okay. They just use what they use, right? Apple users like that. But both of these are like highly dwarfed. Every person I loved who loved Linux was so annoying about it. If you ever want me to use Linux, it doesn't help when you show up and you're like, your life would be better with Linux. And you kind of suck for not using Linux. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't use Linux. They're like, you don't use Linux? I'm like, yeah. I'm just not going to even talk to you anymore. And just the fact that I said those statements guarantees comments and things later from people telling me what an idiot I am to some degree. Just the fact that I even said that. But for the people who like Linux, you do not help yourselves grow. I've met so many people and they're always computer geeks and they just tell me how moronic we are for not using Linux, and I was like, oh,
I don't even know what this is.
It's like, it's just another operating system that no one uses.
Huh. No, someone's asking to tell you a dad joke. He doesn't just like tell them, it just comes naturally.
I don't really tell jokes. What I do is I tell really dumb stories.
Yeah. And they're funny.
Gangrene and Green Gorilla.
Or the one about Polly and her in the search for like the 7 cities.
Oh, well, that's what I'm telling to the kid. I haven't told that in a long time to them, but Polly and
Molly.
No, it's Polly. Well, Gangrene actually is in that story because Gangrene is in every story.
Oh,
Gangrene's
and Chief, I can never pronounce his name. It was like, it was the math equation stuff.
Am I going to review Dropbox from Hasbro? I have it, and I mean to review it. Did you play the game yet?
The Dropbox? Oh, that one.
The game. I know that you messed around with the cards. Did you play the game?
I think we did, but like we messed up a lot, and we were going to play it again, but we just didn't.
Yeah, we'll review and play that soon. How's it to play only 2-player in Twilight Imperium? No. I would. I mean, I never have, and I never would. It's just not one of those games. If you could have the vacation of your dreams, where would you go and what would you do?
Someone else knows what the name is.
Well, no, that's
Oh, it's close to it.
Oh yes, that's because I talk about it once in a while. Anyway, if you get the vacation of your dreams, where would you go and what would you do?
Oh. Honestly, I say this a lot. Probably Korea, just because I want to like see like my old hometown and just see what it is like now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would.
And eat the food.
I would like to go on a tour of the world, really, and just hit a whole bunch of countries. I don't. There's like not a single country. I'd love to go to Russia. I'd love to go to Iceland. I'd love to go to the Netherlands. I mean, I love to go to Africa. I want to go to, to parts of Asia I haven't been to. Asia's probably the least because I've been there a lot. But even I would still love to go. I've never been to India. I've only been to a tiny bit of China. There's so much to see. I don't really have a dream vacation. I just would like to go with Laura. These people are talking about Chief Sokotoa. And it is Chief Sokotoa. We call him Chief. He's technically a 4-star General Moskwa, but we call him Chief for short. I call him Chief, though. If you met him, you would just call him Chief Sokotoa. I don't know that he likes to be called just a chief by you guys. Melody, what's your favorite hat that your dad owns?
I don't care.
That is a good answer.
I like my own hats.
What's your favorite gaming table now? The one that we're sitting at. I really like this one. Do you like this one better or the other one?
I like this one. It has the charger. Or is it this one that has the charger?
It has a charger. It's
Are you sure it's this one?
Yeah, the knife is on it. All right. Antarctica? I think Antarctica would be really cool for like a day. And then it would be stop being really cool and be really cold.
Yeah.
You think Charterstone would be a good game to teach newer gamers? I think you could do that actually. If you played through it really slowly, at the beginning, it just has a few rules. I think you could do it easily.
Yeah.
Have I listened to This Game is Broken podcast with the Brothers Mirth and other Dice Tower contributors? I have. It's a very funny podcast. Is there anything you believe in along the lines of Sasquatch, Nessie, aliens, Atlantis, etc.?
Unicorns.
You believe in unicorns?
No.
Oh.
I want them to be real.
Yeah. I think the Loch Ness Monster, they would have seen that by now if it was there. Same thing with Sasquatch, and Atlantis might be around. Who knows? Teenagers always need to be near a charger. It's not just teenagers. I've almost burst out laughing. I was at a kid's Christmas program the other night, and this lady came in, and she was trying to take pictures, but she had to plug her phone into the wall, and I was like, well, come on. You know where you're going. Charge your phone. What long-gone game publisher makes you the saddest they're gone because of the potential you saw in the company? That's a good question. Maybe the original Upper Deck. I really liked their stuff. Wow. I don't know. I don't really sit around bemoaning that there's like publishers gone, because there's so many publishers who are around now. Did I see the Escape Room? The game has a VR expansion. Yeah, when we get that, we'll do it. We'll see how it's done. I think people are now just starting to run out of questions and stuff. When am I going to review the expansion for narrators? People always ask, okay, I'll give my standard answer. People always ask, when are you going to review the whatever, whatever, whatever? When we get to it, really. And I was looking over at her shelves like, hey, look, there's not so many games here. Like, we're down to like 150, 180 games. And the pallet from Essen has still not arrived when that pallet gets here. Now, today, we only opened, there was only like 4 new games to show up. Oh, that magnet one, bring it over here. Let's mess with that. Oh, this is like let's do this live here.
Go.
Is this a game, you think?
Let go.
It doesn't say game on here. It just says magnetic toolkit. Is this like a
I don't know.
pouch? They keep
Hold
games?
something.
This game came with a whole pile of magnets that are all sticking together. I don't know why. Pull this and this. Is there more stuff underneath?
Will this come apart if you...
Wait a minute. All right. It's 1 player,
Ow.
2 minutes.
Oh, it does come apart.
Rules of thumb. Magnets are not food. Keep away from credit cards. Also pacemakers. Eating magnets will not make you more attractive. You are beautiful just the way you are.
That's
Who
an
is-
actual thing.
Who is thinking this?
They probably
All right,
did
all
that
right,
for
let's
kids.
see. Functionality,
That's fine.
single, double, triple. Push and pull.
Ow.
Okay, so you can like push things around. You can shoot one.
Ow, let
Okay,
go.
so I see what they're saying. It's like this. So you take this, right, and oh, that's really cool. Watch. So you put it here like this, and then
Eh.
oh, that's really neat.
A little magnet slingshot.
So I'm using a magnetic thing. Okay, I like that. Okay, that's a shooting. Then there's also flip shooting. Oh, that's when I think you put it on the other side. No. Okay, so you gotta stick it down like this. Here we go. Ready? Oh wait, it didn't work.
I think you gotta flick it through. Which one are you looking at?
Oh, I have to probably use the other one. Like one that doesn't work. No, that one works. Oh wait. I have to find one that's. Are these all the same?
Here.
Oh wait, there's a push shooting one too, though. Look at this. So you can do this, and then
You gotta push it through.
it's gotta be the right way though. Ready? Okay, it didn't work.
You gotta push it through.
Okay, there is a game here. All right, mag curling. Mag tension. Mag golf. Mag throw. Mag collect. Seriously, are these all named Mag?
Nope.
Maggie. No, these are just experiments. I'm really happy with this set. These are some pretty cool magnets. It looks like you can put everything, though, in this pouch. And that, I'm like, come on now. If you can stick everything in this one pouch, then why is there this giant box? It really looks like everything goes in that pouch. See if you can get it all in. All right, we actually have stopped answering questions. Let's go back.
Ooh. I think you gotta put it in a certain way. Or you can just do it. Just,
Probably flick them up with these magnets.
nah.
Possibly. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can do this here. All right. Wait.
What are you doing?
I'll see if they would all slide together. It's not really working well.
It's like spin it.
That was not a very exciting magnetic experiment. All right, come on now. If I hold this here, all right, we're playing with magnets, sorry. What I look forward to most at Christmas? spending time with my family, and eating Christmas lunch.
Nah.
All right, well, I guess that's pretty much it. It's 5 o'clock, so we actually need to get going because we need to buy key lime pie. And yes, I played with the Stealing Phase and Pixie Queen. So anyway,
Hey. Ow.
do we ever get board games for Christmas? Never. Actually, I did once, years ago. I bought you a bunch of kids' games for Christmas, but that was a long time ago. That would be a very lame present. That'd be like someone who lives in the ocean and giving them a cup of salt water for Christmas. You'd be like, isn't this amazing? This is salt water from the Indian Ocean. You'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's how it would feel. So, until next time, folks, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Melody.
And you've been watching The Dice Tower. We'll see you guys later. I'm so weak I can't even get the magnets apart.
Doo-doo.